Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy YBP Gang, YBP Nation, YBP Boxing, YBP MMA. I'm with y'all with a late night UFC Singapore full predictions video. Um, it's late where I'm at. Just know that. I don't know, man. I don't know why I be posting these videos so late later on in the week, but we're here, 3 hours off from the event. Obviously, it gets 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Eastern time. It's when the prelims start, and then something like that, 8 a.m. Eastern time for when the main card starts. I don't know. I'll try to catch the main card, but pretty busy Saturday. Got some stuff going on, so I'm not really expecting to watch any fights. Definitely gonna be trying to stay off the internet, maybe rewatch so I can get a live reaction. But definitely gonna be the main focal point of the day is gonna be the boxing. Usyk Du Bois and Jared Anderson fighting tonight, and then I think Nico Ali Walsh, Abdullah Mason, maybe some of those prospects. So looking forward to that later on tonight. But yeah, this late card is not really for me. Or early card. I'm not really trying to wake up, do all that stuff because I gotta do stuff in the morning. But let's just get right into the predictions. First fight, we got Sungwoo Choi versus Jarno Errens. I'm just gonna go with Sungwoo Choi. Like, I don't know about too much about either person, honestly. Sungwoo Choi, I don't know. I just know he's been in some banger fights in the past. Disappointed his last two performances. You know, he's been losing consistently. Still a favorite in the spot. Hopefully he could turn back the clock and be the person that a lot of people think he was gonna turn out to be. So I'm gonna go with him over here. Next fight we have Liang versus JJ Aldrich. I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon. You know, I've seen a lot of people pick Liang. She's like a killer to be killed fighter, and I'm not really too high on JJ Aldrich. No, I think she's kind of mid. She's pretty consistent. Consistently like losing in big spots. I feel like she did have that close fight with Blanchfield that did age pretty well. If I'm looking here, but then she just goes out, loses to Ariane Lipsky, like a big favorite. She's a big favorite here too. I think Nali Yang. She's a big underdog, but you gotta remember she is in we are in Singapore. We're in Asia. The crowd's gonna be behind her. And she goes out there and she just fights. She doesn't have the prettiest record. Not the most like technical fighter or any of that, but she's all violence. She goes out there doing one thing. I think she's only been to one decision in her whole career. So this fight probably doesn't go the distance. It might even end quick, but I think it might go a little later. I think Nali can hang in there. But all I know is she's gonna fight for your money if you bet on her. The odds should definitely be closer. Just stay away from it's dog or pass for sure. But yeah, JJ Aldrich is not. Don't be the stupid person who lays -550. I think Nali Yang's here's a pick. I think she gets the sub in round 3. For no particular reason why, really. I don't know. I don't know why sub, not knockout, but I think she's gonna finish the fight in some way at some point in this fight. So give me her, big underdog. Next fight, Yusaku Kinoshita versus Billy Goff. I went with Billy Goff by decision. He's just a really good American prospect. I know some people are high on Kinoshita. I just like Billy Goff. On the contender series where I did see him fight. Good wrestling, good all around fighter, tough guy, pretty big for the weight class. I think he might be bigger. Oh wow, never mind. Kinoshita's 6 foot, and I guess he's not even that big for the weight class. I don't know what I'm talking about, but older in the matchup. Yeah, man, I like Billy Goff, so I think he might have a grappling advantage in this matchup. It's really high on him, so I think he'll grind out a decision and get the dub. So give me him here. Rolando Bedoya, if I actually know a little bit about Keena's song. I do say decision because I actually did when I was doing tape, when I actually had time to do tape study. I'll try to do tape study when I can, but it's just man, some of these fights I just try to go off memory somewhat, and then but you see how that's holding up. But yeah, when I do have time to do tape study, I think it really helps with the predictions for sure. But yeah, no, Bedoya, when I did see him fight, I really didn't. I wasn't too impressed with the striker. I thought KS Williams was gonna go out there, just spark him, and he stayed in there. He ate a couple shots, but he's a pretty decent striker. Like, actually underrated with his skill. He doesn't hit too crazy hard. I mean, I saw he was knocking out some people on, but I just like came to the conclusion like he was just so hittable, So, um, low key, Bedoya by knockout might actually be the play, but I'm gonna pick him by decision. I just don't think Kanon's a tough guy. He stays in the fight. The Ian Gary fight, he was able to knock down Ian Gary. So, you know, even though he did get knocked out later in the fight, he's a dog out there. Bedoya's a dog too. I think they'll slang and bang, but in the end, I think Bedoya's gonna come out on top by decision. I think it's one of those plays where it's like, if you're on one of those fantasy apps, if they have the over on significant strikes, I think I would take that. I just don't think he finishes Salkin out. So give me Bedoya by decision. Chidi Njokuani versus Michal Alon-Jacek. It's a tough fight, honestly, to predict. I don't really know. I'm going to go with Njokuani, but I'm going to just say, like, decision, though. I actually think the fight lasts a little longer. I think it's like the perfect mix of... It's like a theme that I've been seeing. Like, these fights where, like, people think it's going to be a banger. These two, massive finishers. At least on paper, they both hit pretty hard. They can finish fights, but I don't see this fight getting finished. I think both of them haven't faced the caliber of fighter, like, on the feet. Like, I don't think, like they haven't faced someone on each other's level, if that makes sense. Like, Chidi Njokuani hasn't fought a Michal Alon-Jacek or another power puncher where he has to, like, I don't even know if that's true, bro. But even in that fight, he lost by KO. I don't even know. So when they coming together, I think Chidi Njokuani, they're probably gonna be a little more cautious a little bit in this fight. That's really what I'm trying to, like, send home with my point, is that, like, you get these two guys, they're aware of what each other can do. They're aware that they can both end the fight in a split second. So I think they're going to be a little more cautious. Might see a little more clinching. Obviously, there's going to be big shots thrown, but it's going to be a more tentative pace. And, it's a pretty big fight for both of them, pretty meaningful. Probably like the top 20 range, I would guess, for these guys. Yeah, I mean, maybe like 2 more wins and they could be in the rankings, like with this and then another one. You never know. So, I think we're going to get a calm, patient fight, and Njokuani is going to edge it on the decision. Toshiyomi versus Kazama versus Garrett Armfield. I'll go with Garrett Armfield too, by decision. I don't know, man. I mean, he fought David Onama. Anyone who fights David Onama, they take a piece of them, take a piece of David Onama's skill with them. Love David Onama. My favorite fighter in the UFC, 100%. Representing East Africa, 100%. So yeah, man, I'm just ride with Armfield here. He has just a good all around skill set. He's a regional scene champion. Toshiyomi Kazuma, I don't really know too much about him either, man. He got knocked out by that. See, that's not good, man. Shoot. Yeah, that's messed up, man. He got knocked out in his last fight by Nakamura. Is nice though, from what I've seen. So it's not a bad person to get knocked out by. But yeah, I think Armfield gets the decision. Next fight, Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Lucas Brzeski. Interesting fight here. I think this is gonna be one of those fights where, like, the criteria kind of comes, because I think Brzeski's like a wrestler almost, right? Is he? I think, right? Or is he? I don't know what he particularly does well. I don't know. Like, I guess he got some submissions, but I don't even know. Blue die, split decision loss. Yeah, he's just not all that good. And I saw the Carl Williams fight, man. Carl Williams, by the way, he's gonna be a problem, man. He's my guy right there. Small. I love my grapplers at heavyweight. You know, Carl Williams, Dalton Almeida, Curtis Blade disappoints me, you know, but all those guys. Not John Jones though, but yeah, Cortez Acosta. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Brzeski's probably gonna try to wrestle him, take him down, try to follow maybe what Marcos Rogério de Lima did, throw some calf kicks in there. Just try to mix it up, but I think Brzeski's a little over his head here. Waldo, you know, he's got good jab, just good boxing. You know, he got the baseball background. I believe he was a pitcher at some point in his career. He's just nice in there, man. He just flows. I think he lost some weight too. I've been seeing some pictures, so you know he's gonna be fluid in there. He's gonna be fast. I just can't pick him. He's not. I don't know. Like on the regional scene, he was finishing some people, but in the UFC, all his fights, he's been getting decisions. He doesn't hit particularly hard too. Like he's not a big power puncher. He's more like death by I don't want to say death by 1,000 like cuts because that sort of implies that he's like weak and like he can land a one punch, but he's not a one punch knockout guy. I'm sure if he accumulates though, like he could get him out of there. But yeah, and then he can gas too in the fight, so that could be an opportunity for Brzeski to come on late and maybe do something. But yeah, I think Cortez Acosta at the UFC level is not finishing any guys, so definitely an over spot. I'm gonna go with decision here though. For him to get the decision win. Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. I like Parker Porter, man. I was really heavy on him when he went up against the one guy. What's the name? Braxton Smith. I don't gotta look. Okay. Yeah, I just thought that was a big mismatch. You know, Braxton Smith had nothing to do with it in the UFC, bro. Like, I don't know. I think he got another fight though, so that's cool, I guess. But like he had like one thing that was an overhand right, you know. Like you gotta bring something, bro. Like he had, and then he just completely gassed like horribly. I just can't believe that people place their money on a guy who, like, pretty much took 5 years off from MMA to like focus on a football career. Comes back, starts knocking people like bums out on the regional scene. On his record, he had like two of the same guys, you know, that he knocked out like in like I don't even know in a short span. Like it was a pretty like recycled record. It wasn't an impressive. You see the guys he's fighting, like all he really has is the power. I didn't even see a kick, you know. Parker Porter was just way more well rounded, and you know he finished him easy. You know it's just levels. And Tafa, you know, I picked a guy. I faded him against Usman. That was more of a gut pick. I didn't really. I didn't think I thought Usman would knock him out. I didn't think Usman was gonna wrestle him like the way he did. So, and to a Tafa had him out almost. I was like clenching my teeth, you know. Like Tafa was really close to knocking out Usman in that fight. Usman, you know, bit down on his mouthpiece, got the takedowns, fought his fight. You know, Tafa wasn't able to fight, keep the fight on the feet, and get his fight. And it wasn't a lack of urgency or any of that type of stuff. I think on the ground he could have done better trying to get back up. So that's something that if Parker Porter can get down Tafa, then I think he can keep him down there. He's going to probably be bigger in this matchup, like just size-wise. But yeah, Tafa on the feet so dangerous. I think you have to take the chance. You know, the same chance that you took in the Usman fight. But I think Usman more of a threat on the feet than Parker Porter is, you know. Even though Parker Porter is probably more technical, Parker Porter's not knocking like Tafa out. You know, I think Tafa's gonna disregard. There was some respect there maybe against Usman. Like Tafa, he's just gonna be way too quick for Parker Porter. I think yeah, this has to be the one. And also, not to mention, his brother already knocked out. His older brother already knocked out Parker Porter. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Like Aljo fought Jan twice. You know, Merab fought him, 50-45 him. You know, so. Got that brother relationship. Obviously not with Merab Aljo, but with Junior Tafa and his brother Justin Tafa. So hopefully he can. I don't know if he'll be in his corner. Hopefully he's in his corner, help him out there, and get that W. So yeah, I think he knocks him out in the first round. And Blanchfield, Tyler Santos. Okay, I'm changing my pick, just cause like I don't know, bro. The way people been talking about this fight. I mean, honestly, like I didn't understand why Santos was the underdog though. Like to be honest, like. I don't know, that Andrade fight really, like, messed with my, and everyone's overreaction kind of messed with my, like, cloud of judgment, you know, like, I don't know. Blanchfield's good, but, like, she's not, like, I don't know, like, you watch that fight back, like, she was getting touched so bad on the feet, bro. You know? Now, there is something to be said about, like, how she was able to adapt to get the takedown, but it's like, I don't know. I don't like her chances, like, going later into the second and the third round. She was getting her takedown stuffed by Jessica Andrade. You know, she really did have good takedown defense. It's weird. I mean, she should have decent takedown defense. I mean, she's like muscular, just a compact girl, you know, and she just couldn't. Or no, sorry, she traditionally doesn't have good takedown defense. She had to get a takedown defense in that fight. You know, so I don't know if I think that's more on Blanchfield. Like, I don't know. She wasn't able to take down someone who's like traditionally bad at like defending takedowns. She's been taken down multiple times. So I think Santos, she's gonna be probably stronger in the matchup, bigger. I think it's gonna be harder for. Well, I don't know if I can really say that. But yeah, I mean with the strength, I think Santos is gonna be way harder to take down than Andrade. She struggled with Andrade, so. And then on the feet, I mean, it's not going to be competitive, you know. She was getting rocked, man. I mean, we have to give, like, Blanchfield some credit for the chin that she has, you know. She's a tough girl, you know. Yeah, there's this big gap on the feet, you know, and on the ground, I just don't think Blanchfield's offensive wrestling is really there to get the fight to the ground so she could use her capabilities. But all it takes is one little takedown and then the Santos slip up, you know. Blanchfield was that dangerous, but I don't know, man. I got Santos, man. She's tough. I think, you know, she could push for that rematch. I thought she beat Shevchenko, but you know, it's fine. Hopefully, she gets another crack at the title. You know, we see it again. Next one, Ninya Nakamura, Fernie Garcia. I don't know. I haven't really done any like tape study for this fight, so. I really can't tell you why Fernie Garcia is this big of an underdog against Rinya Nakamura. I don't really know. I don't know. So I just picked Nakamura by second round knockout. I will preface though, like, don't count out like these Mexicans, bro. Like, you can never count them out, you know. But yeah, he lost to Brady Highstand and Jordy Newsom. Decent fighters, but. Yeah, but then who did this guy beat? Like, he knocked out Toshiyama Kazama. I don't know. He probably just has big power. Probably just good all around technical fighter. I'm gonna go probably look to see what this kid's all about. Cause now I'm kind of interested. I think he's in the same weight class as Tatsuro Taira, if I'm not mistaken. So that's interesting. I don't know. That's a cool little future fight. But yeah, I don't know why really Nakamura is this big of a favorite, you know. I don't know. I mean, I didn't understand why Tatsuro Taira was such a big favorite against Edgar Chairez, you know. Chairez almost finished him. So I always give the Mexicans a chance, but you have to. But Chairez was different. I was invested in Chairez, you know. I'm not going to say he exposed Tatsuro Taira, but he put up a really good fight. You know, I thought I went as far as to say I picked him, you know. Obviously, he didn't get the win, but he fought for your money. I don't know about Fernie Garcia too much, but everyone's saying Nakamura's just gonna spark him out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully he can get out the first round or something like that, but it is not looking good. Next fight, you get Chikadze, Alex Caceres. I'm gonna go with Chikadze by late knockout round 3. You know, back when Chikadze was on a tear and was doing his thing. I mean, people were talking about him in high regard. Like, he was going to be the next guy. Georgian takeover. You know, him, Taporia, Roman Dolidze, all these guys. He's so good, man. I mean, the kicks the guys have, you know, to the body. It's a good stylistic matchup. You know, Caceres is a striker, too. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to be, like, any easy challenge. You know, I think it'll be back and forth. But I think in the third round, he'll find the finish. Nothing against Caceres, but this is a decent step down. You know, I know Caceres has been, you know, elevated to a really nice level in his career. You know, he got to finish his last fight. Well, no, sorry, not that fight. It was like a fight, but the Daniel Pineda one, man. I don't know, like this Caceres guy, man. Pineda's a tough guy though, you know, but you got to get that guy out of there, you know. that wasn't a really good sign. So if you, I don't know, you can't get Pineda out of there when you got him like seriously badly hurt. I don't know, bro. Chikadze gonna really, he'll show you how to finish a fight, you know. So I got him in this spot right here, round 3 knockout. Co-main event: Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann, a rematch. I'm gonna change this pick real quick. I'm gonna go like Spann by decision probably. I don't know. But Spann don't fight like a decision fighter. I just think there's no way. Like I saw the lines for over under 1.5, and they really think it's gonna end in the first round. Like, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. Or in like the first what would that be? First 7.5 minutes when they think it's gonna end. They think it's going quick. Like I said, I mean rematches are more tentative, you know. But Spann does fight like a wild man, you know. But surely Smith doesn't like fall for that, bro. I mean, even I don't know how he lost the Krylov fight, man. That was wild. Like, he just fought so stupidly. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that was just a joke of a fight, bro. I don't know. I mean, it was a circus, man, in Krylov. Like, it was actually wild. Like, for one round, they just decided, F it. Like, let's just brawl. And then, like, the fight just ended. He just got put in a triangle, you know. It was, like, respect, but it was like, bro, like, hey, like, maybe next time you could fight a little smarter, you know? I feel like a waste opportunity, but we're here at the rematch, you know, it's a good fight. Yeah, they didn't fight too long ago and Smith won. But I think, you know, Spann, man, it's hard, bro. It's hard. Even the subs live, you know. He's a nice fighter, man. Yeah. That's my pick right there. Round 3 KO. Yeah. Actually, okay, I gotta go decision, bro, because I don't know. Like, Smith, I don't know. He's just not chinny. I mean, he's chinny, but he held his own against Johnny Walker, so I don't know, bro. Yeah. It's hard to see Spann winning a decision, but I think this will be the day. This will be the day. He elevates. He fights a little smarter. You know, yeah, he probably learned from the Krylov mistakes. You don't got to go out there and, you know, spend all your energy in like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you know, and just fight smart. So, Spann by decision. And then Max Holloway, Chen Sung Jong. I'm actually going to go Max Holloway by decision, you know. I don't know. I was in the boat that Holloway was just going to run through Korean Zombie, but I've been talking myself like into the idea that, like, hey, maybe Korean Zombie, like, takes down Max Holloway. Maybe he's, you know, stays in the fight somehow. Maybe he does this, does that. You know, he's had, you know, some time to recover. Holloway's obviously in his prime, but, you know, I think Korean Zombie's going to come out. Just try to stay in the fight, stay competitive. You know, I think that last Volkanovski fight left a really bad taste in people's mouths. Surely, man, he improves, does a little better in this matchup. But you know, it's a tough fight, man. I mean, if Volkanovski did that to you, man, Holloway's gonna really beat down. But I think Korean Zombie, he's a tough guy. I think they're gonna give him all the opportunities in the world to keep going. It might look a little bit like Topuria Emmett, or like where like Emmett's still in the fight, you know, like somebody like Holloway Cater could have been stopped. Like, that was bad. They should have thrown in the towel a long time ago, way before all that kind of stuff. But I think it'll look like Emmett Topuria, like Emmett's like still in the fight, but you know he's not, like, probably not gonna win. You know, like where it's not a clear towel throw in. It's more just based off judgment, like, you know. And for Emmett, you know, that's probably his last chance to maybe get a title shot, you know. And for Korean Zombie, this is his last fight, period. So, then they're going to let him go out there, let him fight, you know. And Holloway was going to go away with probably with some records set. You know, we just saw Zhang Wei Li set a significant strike record for women. And significant strike, like, differential, I think, against Amanda Lemos. We might see something similar in this matchup. So, give me Holloway by decision, going all 25 minutes. And that's all I got for y'all today, man. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. Peace out. I'm Host Squad. You already know what it is.